Hi, Jaynie here. I hope you're having a beautiful Friday. I just wanted to jump on. We've just finished doing some pre-preps for an event that I'm about to be the speaker for. Of course, congratulations and, happy International Women's Day 2024. This theme is Count Her In, and that's why I wanted to pop in real quick. Excuse me. Wrote is already crazy from all the conversations and the interviews and everything I've been doing this morning. International Women's Day 2024, the theme is Count Her In. And I've been looking at and I've been participating in a lot of events this week leading up to today, Friday, March the 8th, 2024. That have been celebrating, that have been embellishing, that have been working on this theme of Count Her In. And look, like many of you, I've been taking notes, listening, watching, and observing with a step back. And the reason that I've done that, and that's why I wanted to jump on, because I would like to encourage all of you, women and men, to do just that, to take a step back and really observe everything that's being discussed this week in regards to the International Women's Day theme of Count Her In. Because I found it interesting. There's so many layers to it. And the event that I'm speaking at in about an hour's time, which is for the Office for Women. I am the speaker for International Women's Day for their event, and I'm very honoured to have been asked to do that. One of the things I'm going to be emphasising, and one of the things that I'd like all of us to consider, is there's lots of layers to this theme. And, like when I first heard the theme, there was a part of me that went, okay, count her in, invest in her, which is the long theme, invest in her. So like so many of us, I was thinking about all the different ways that you can invest in women and girls now to make positive change, to make real change, to make genuine change for not just now, however, in the future, for our future generations, for our future young women coming through. And, it was in, investing in better education, better access to education, investing in skills and investing in health and investing in personal development and investing in finding solutions in and amongst and education in amongst domestic violence, both for women and men, and so many other, investing in women in jobs. Obviously, gender pay gap is huge, investing in that to reverse that and to bring that up to full equality, which is, I think I said this the other day, is, maybe it's just me, but I still don't get, if you have a woman doing a job and a man doing a job, the exact same job, how come they don't both get paid the same? Anyway, separate conversation. I know we've all been talking about that a lot. So these are all the layers. But something that really struck me, and I am going to be emphasizing that in the event this afternoon, is that count on her, invest in her. I'm also going to shine a light on us, we women, we girls. Count yourself in, invest in yourself. Because one thing that I've learned, and something that I have coached and I teach on, also with my private clients as well, that I do, that I have sessions with and help them with their life coaching and transforming their lives as well, is that in order for us to see the change in the big picture, we need to start within. And it might seem, I can already hear you saying, oh, Jaynie, this this is gender pay gap's not going to change, or, you know, more women in parliament, or, you know, more women in same jobs as guys isn't going to change unless we, you know, put money into that and educate and change that. You know, that's the big picture. I can't do that alone. Wrong. Everything starts with everyone. And so in this International Women's Day theme of count her in, invest in her, I'm going to put this to you. When you start doing the inner work, when you start working on yourself, when you start looking at what is not right in your world, and how you can and find a way, think about the baby steps that you can take to change those things from the bottom up to the goal that you really want. When we do that as an individual, it affects the collective. It affects the whole. So when we're putting all this energy in debates and conversations and everything and out here, you know, we want this change, we want this change, we want this change, we want this change. What are you changing here? What are you doing here? Because once you change here, your power, the investment in yourself, counting yourself in, is going to be a really big impact change that we as women and girls and men, and I'm talking to you as well, guys, okay? We want unity. Women want unity. We don't want, you know, to kick the guys out and, you know, kill the patriarchy and all that. So, well, okay, yes, well, that is another conversation, right? But I didn't mean to say it that way. So don't get offended. I don't want those messages, right? What I am trying to say is what we want as women is we want to be heard. We want to be seen. We want to be appreciated. We want to be loved. We want to be cared for equally as we care for others as well. And we want to be included. And we want to be respected. And once we start doing that for ourselves, men and women, then we're on the pathway to unity. Then we're on the pathway to equality. Then we're on the pathway to just cohesiveness and collectiveness. Imagine this. When you start investing in yourself first, counting yourself in, working on yourself first, becoming the best version of you first, and then you can start the ripple effect, like the pebble in the pond starts working on others as well. That's how we get change. That's how we get positive outcomes. That's how it all happens. Anyway, I'm going to be a little bit controversial maybe on the event that I'm speaking at in about an hour's time for the Office for Women. Again, I'm very honoured to have been invited to do this task. It's a huge task to speak, especially on these topics. So happy International Women's Day 2024. Count yourself in. Invest in yourself. I'm Jaynie Morris.